Hey guys, AJ here. Today's video I'm going to talk about the placement of the accessories on your AR-15. I see a lot of guys that they're attaching things to their rifle in less than optimal positions. What I mean by that is I see people running a red dot sight way back here, almost right in front of their backup rear sight. People running a handguard or a foregrip way up here on the handguard. So today I'm just going to talk about where I think that these accessories should be placed. Starting out with the rear iron sight, you want the longest sight radius that you can get between the rear sight and your front sight. So there's no reason to mount it, anywhere except for as far back as possible on top of the upper receiver that you can. Because, like I said, you want a long sight radius that help with your accuracy, your aiming, everything like that. Your red dot sight. I have always been told and have always subscribed to the thought that you should mount your red dot sight as far forward as you can while it is still on the upper receiver. I've seen guys, with quad rails, even run them, up in this position, and that works. Guys who are, clearing houses, on SWAT teams and stuff like that, I've seen them do that. So, the reason you want this as forward as possible is because, well, a number of reasons. You can see the red dot a lot better, when it's not right here, right on top of your eye. Another thing is you have a much better field of view. You can see, when it's up here and you have this distance between you, you can see, to your, your 9 o'clock, you can see to your 3 o'clock. You have a much better field of view, all around when this is mounted up here. Let's see, foregrip. I see a lot of people put these, back here, and a lot of you guys will see the new kind of method that they're teaching to shoot is putting your thumb over the bore, and the reason behind that is because a hand up here helps control recoil, reduce recoil a lot more than you holding it back here. This is where the recoil is coming from, the front of the gun. So if you're holding up here, you're going to be able to hold the front of the gun down, quicker follow-up shots, reduced recoil. Whereas if you hold it back here, the gun is going to want to naturally just go up. So your foregrip, you shouldn't have it to where you have to extend your arm fully out, to grab it, but, you certainly don't want to run it, an inch away from the mag well. If you do that, you might as well just grip the front of the mag well, and not even use a forward grip. The flashlight, I think you should try to get that as far as forward as you can. You'll see the mount that I have it on. The mount actually bolts to the handguard right here. The rail doesn't start until right here, and the mount, I have the mount as far back pretty much as I can without having it on the tail cap switch. So you want to definitely try to clear the front side post with the end of the flashlight, and as much of the barrel as you can, because it can leave a shadow. So mount your flashlight as forward as you can. Other than that, I run a sling attachment, on the end plate right there, and another one right here on the handguard. That's going to vary, as far as how, what type of sling configuration you like. If you prefer a 1-point and a 2-point, I like a 2-point. 1 point right here and 1 point right here. That's just how I like to run it. Everybody's going to be different when it comes to slings, so I'm not going to really get into that much. I will say that this is, the best spot to run a single point sling, obviously. But you know, as far as when I go to a 2-point though, I like having it right here. I don't like it, you know, up here in this position or anything where it can possibly interfere with any of this. I'd rather just have the gun from here to here strapped to me. I don't like it on the buttstock, and I don't like it way up forward. I like it, you know, right kind of on either side of the receiver. So yeah, just a little quick video. You know, just some of the newer guys are, you know, they're mounting things in, like I said, less than optimal positions. I think that's the, you know, how I said, you know, move the red dot up, the iron sight as far back, the foregrip up, and the flashlight up. I think that's the best way to be running these guys. So it's just my opinion. A lot of people will agree with me, though. I'm sure you'll find if you do some reading. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll get back to you. All right, thanks, guys.